This is a lyric Janè production. Hey, what it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? It's your girl, Lyric Janè. And today I want to talk about the origin story of where I got my name from. Because people that knew me before knew me as Qcypha the Poet. And I felt that I had come to a place where I've outgrown that name. I've evolved so much since the creation of that name, and it was just time for something new. Q Cipher was Q Cipher was my rap name, okay? Because I wanted to be a rapper, and then I was told a lot like, "Oh, your rhymes are too deep." And I'm like, what? They was like, you should write poetry. And then that's actually what started everything. I just started writing poetry, you know. So if you ever really truly have read my poems, you'll see that they're more of a freestyle than poetry. Because I'm a freestyle poet. You know, I took the two and I combined it. I don't really like to abide by rules or laws. I just write what I feel. And I like to keep it simple. I don't get too crazy with it. I do sometimes, but most of the time I like to keep it on on a fourth grade level because that's just what I like. You know, that's just what I like. I want everybody to be able to read it, no matter the level of your education. Like, I want you to be able to open up my book of poems and read it and understand it and comprehend it. And yeah, if people use bigger words, that's good because then people will want to go to the dictionary and look them up. But for me, it's just not my thing, you know? So the origin of this is the first name is Lyric. When I was younger, I used to call myself Lyric all the time, and people probably out there to this day probably still think that my name is Lyric because I never told them my real name, and I told them that my name was Lyric. So that's where that initiated from. But then, a few years ago on social media, I started following a young woman, we also say young girl, who name whose name was was Lyric Young Chanel, and she had brain cancer, but she always was positive, stayed true to herself, and just had a heart of gold that made people laugh. And she was truly, truly a beautiful spirit, just hands down, a beautiful spirit. And at the same time, I was going through what I was going through, and she encouraged me to keep fighting, to keep going, to keep holding on, and to not let go. Because it was like, dang, she going through something so much worse than me, but she's still smiling. She's still laughing. She's still bringing joy to people. And I said, then why can't I do the same thing? Then why can't I do the same thing? You know, and not have it be phony or fake, but be honest and real, and let people know, like, yeah, sometimes it hurts, sometimes we cry, sometimes it's not okay, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna smile, I'm still gonna be happy, I'm still gonna cherish these moments, and I'm not gonna take them for granted, you know. So that's how I was like, yeah, Lyric is definitely the name I want to use for the first part of my name. And then the second part is Janè. A lot of people think it's Jane. It's Janè. That is my middle name. It was given to me by my mom. I was named after my grandma, Minnie Jane. So, of course, you already know, people that know me know how much of that is an honor to me because she too passed away young from lupus complications, and she also was a beautiful spirit. Okay, a beautiful spirit. She was prophetic. She talked to people in jail, got them to change their lives around. She wrote me positive affirmations before I even knew what positive affirmations were. She always wanted to see me succeed and believe in myself and love myself. And she is the first person to introduced me to poetry and affirmations. She was otherworldly. She was otherworldly. And even though it's been almost 20 years, her mark is still here, as you can see. So she did what she was supposed to do. She planted love, genuine love for others, for humanity, for ourselves, within all of us, within all of her children and all of her grandchildren and all of her relatives that knew her, knew of her, so her legacy still lives on. Her legacy still lives on. And I'm happy to carry that torch. So that's where my name comes from. Lyric Janè. After two phenomenal, beautiful souls, you know? And I just want to continue their legacy by spreading love, joy, and positivity, and showing people that no matter what you go through, you can overcome it. That through the hardships, you can make it through. That it's not over till God says it's over. But I love y'all. Stay up. It's Lyric today.